Nayoka is here live and direct. Yes. Now I know it's very late. Let me see if I can adjust this a little bit. I know it's late. It's late. But let me wait and see if some people will join. I know it's late, but I told you guys that I will go live on Sunday and I want to be a woman of my words. So, yes, I found a comfortable spot, set up my camera, set up my lighting, and I am here. Hey, Khalil, wagwan, Khalil, wagwan, wagwan. Big up yourself. Yeah, so Khalil joined already. I'm waiting to see if there's more people that's gonna join. All right. So yeah, I know it's late, but I have to come through for you guys and let you know that I'm a woman of my words. So yeah, see, I got my hair done. I told you guys that I was gonna do the same style. I just washed my hair and redo it. So yeah, your girl looking cutesy. Your girl looking all demure, you know. I'm using a new product on my skin, so my skin is clearing up for the summer. So I'm ready for the summer body. Who is this? Cool face. Big up yourself, cool face. Good night. I just had a wonderful. Why am I doing that when I have a phone right here? Let me go log on this live and see if I can read the comments from this phone. All right. Bear with me, guys. You know I'm new to this. How you do this now? Go on Nayoka's world. Turn this down, right? And then this is the live. Just give me the live. Oh, just give me the light. All right, so yeah. Um, I'm just here, guys, waiting to see if more people will join. I know it's very late and some people are already sleeping, but I'm here. Let me see. I have to keep this phone with me because where I'm sitting, I want to feel comfortable and cozy. I'm here with Teddy. This is my Teddy. So you know, I'm here with Teddy. So I want to sit nice and cozy. So instead of leaning over to see the comments, oh yeah, cool face. I trust you had a wonderful day. Yes, I think I had a good day. It was a good day. I cooked dinner. Oh, I went to the mall today. I'll tell you guys about that shortly, but I'm just waiting to see if more people will join because I don't want to have to repeat myself because when the new people come on I will have to now explain and tell them again. So let me just wait maybe a minute more and see if some more people will join. All right, and then we can dive into the live and we take it from there. So who else is gonna join? At least one person. If I see that 4 turn to 5, then yeah. I'm just waiting, okay? All right, I'm not wait for nobody else. I'm just gonna kick it off. I will post the live like as a normal video when I'm done so that the people who are sleeping right now can get to see, because I know I have subscribers from all over the world, so the time zone is different. Oh no, I have the fifth person. Good. No, I can officially start the video. So I know that the time zone is different for some of my subscribers, so I know they might be sleeping. So I just want to have a little discussion with you guys today. I was just sitting down wondering like what am I going to talk about on the live, because I don't want to just come and have a random live. I want us to talk about something, not just a random thing. I want to see if I can stay an hour on here, but if not an hour, whenever I'm done talking and I'm exhausted, I'm just going to end the live. Okay? So yeah, one topic I want to talk about is you never know what you have until it's gone. You never know what you have until it's gone. That's a very powerful life lesson, because sometimes we just take things for granted as human beings, especially the air that we breathe every day. We wake up and have breath, and we're like, sure, that's a normal thing. We wake up every day, we're breathing, it's normal. You know what I mean? So those things we take for granted sometimes, but if you don't have it, then you're gonna be like, damn, that was important. One example of that is one day I didn't have any data on my phone. I didn't pay my bill on time and they cut off my phone, right? So I was like, whoa, I was trying to call somebody, and the phone said, like, the operator, whatever, the automated thing, it was like, oh, I'm sorry, you can't complete this call. Pay your bill, something, something. I don't remember exactly what the automated message said. So I didn't pay the bill. They cut off my phone. So immediately after I tried to make the call, I went on the account and I paid the bill immediately, right? Then no, because I just paid the bill, it's like it took a few hours for my data to come back. So I had a job interview that same day, right? I had a job interview, and I was like, I was, okay. I had a job interview at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. was the job. It was 10, no, 11 a.m. I had to be there. And then I paid my bill around 9:30. So the data didn't come back and I had to drive to the place. I didn't have any GPS, so I don't know where I'm going, right? It was so hard for me that day, and I was looking at it like, wow. Normally I have data on my phone every day. I have data on my phone every single day. And I don't really think of it, right? Because it's just data. I know it's just material thing and it's just data, but it opened my eyes to so many other different things, because you don't have data on your phone and then you would think that it's just data. Anyways, so I had to use the Wi-Fi from home, type in the address on Google. But the good thing about Google is when you type in the address, you still can use Google as long as you're on the route that it gives you. Then Google will work for you if you don't have data. But if you try to put in the thing without the data on your phone, it wouldn't go in. So I had to put in the address on my phone, and remember I have to reach at the place by 11. I don't want to be late for my interview, right? That's not a good sign. If you have an interview for 11, why are you gonna be late? Why are you gonna be late? It's not a good sign. So I was planning to leave my house at 10, no, I lie 9:45. I end up leaving after 10 because I was trying to set up the thing, because I thought that when I paid the bill, then my phone is gonna connect automatically to the data, like they're gonna give me back my data, but they didn't give me immediately. I had to wait. So anyway, long story short, I put the address in my phone and from my house. Then when I went to the car, it brought me to the thing. But say I take a wrong turn. If I take a wrong turn, then the GPS wouldn't work, because there's no data to reroute. Because if you take a wrong turn, it likes to reroute, right? But then because my data wasn't there, it's not rerouting. So I have to figure it out. And it was very hard. Like, that was one of the worst days for me to drive to that place. Anyway, I got to the place and I was late for my interview. I was supposed to reach at 11, but I reached at like 11:08 or something like that. So I was just telling that guy that was interviewing me, like, yo, I'm so sorry. I didn't say yo, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I couldn't find parking, blah 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 blah, which I couldn't find parking, so that even added more time to my anyway. So that's one thing that opened my eyes. Another thing is most of the people around me, they have their parents alive, right? Most of the people around me, they have their parents alive. I'm the only one who lost both my parents, and I always look at that and I say, you never really know what you have until it's gone, right? Because growing up as a teenager, I was always like, yeah, you know, kids, you know, us as kids, teenagers, we don't want to hear what our parents is telling us. We want to go hang out with our friends. We want to go have fun. You know what I mean? So as a teenager, I used to be like, yo, I can't wait until I'm 18. I get to move out. I get to do what I want to do. I'm pretty sure that every teenager, hey Faz, wagwan Faz, welcome. I hope it's not too late for you. So guys, when you join, just leave a comment so I know who's here, you know, because I'm just seeing the numbers going up and down. I don't know who's here, so just leave a comment. Khalil, I'm gonna talk about school shortly, but I just want to wrap up this this story that I'm telling you guys. Yeah, what I was saying again? Yeah, most people around me, they have their parents. When I was younger, I said, you know, I just want to be older, but I lost my parents when I was very young. I lost my dad when I was 16, and I lost my mom when I was 19. And I sometimes, even today, when I hear people talking about their parents and talking about their mom, oh, my mom this, and oh, my mom that, oh, my mom, my mom, my mom, or my dad, my dad, my dad, it's like I cannot relate because I don't have a mom, I don't have a dad. So it's like I have to fend for myself. And that's why I'm a very strong, independent Black woman, because I had to tough it out from a younger age. So it's like I don't have parents to say, oh, mom, can you do this for me? Or, oh, dad, can you do this for me? Can you give me some money? Can you make me up? No, I have to figure it out by myself. And sometimes it's really sad because you would want to have your parents to just ask them a question. Like, for instance, I have a question that I wanted to ask my mom. I don't get a chance to ask them, my mom or my dad, because they passed away before I could even think of the question to ask in the first place. So the question is, most of my siblings, most of us, we were born in June, July, and August. Most of us, right? June, July, August, those months are our birthdays. So I'm always like, why? So I'm on the 26th of June. I have another sister that's 2 days after me. And then I have another sister in July, and another brother in July, another brother in October, in August. And then I have another sister all the way in October. But why are we so close in age? I want to know, what were you guys doing? Why all of us were born in the same time? I can't ask that question because they are gone. And they're the only people who, and any of them July 25, not 25, but July 18 and July 7. Right? So imagine. So I want to ask them, like, what were you guys doing? Why all of us were born in the same time period? Why? You know, I would just love to know. And amongst that and other questions that you would ask, stuff that you would ask your parents, and stuff that only your parents could understand and could answer. I don't get that, right? So like, even when Mother's Day come, Mother's Day is just a normal day for me, even though I have sisters who are mothers, but I'm sorry, it's just a normal day. You know what I mean? July 18th, that's good. That's good. That's wonderful, Khalil. So yeah, those are the things. I know you might just say that, oh yeah, whatever, but when you don't have it, it's different from the people who have it. I have people around me who, they don't like their parents, they hate their mom, and they hate their dad. You know what I mean? Who's this? Thonia? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that name correctly. You know, if I'm doing it wrong, please tell me, because I am not good with names. Thonia, did you get your postgrad? Yes, yes, I get that. I got that a long time ago. Yes, I did. So yeah, I got my PGWP already. Thonia, yeah. So yeah, you can't, everything that you have, if you right now are blessed enough to have your parents alive, better appreciate them when they are alive. If they're old and they cannot handle themselves or do everything for themselves, you better just treat them, you better treat them the way they should be treated. Be kind, be patient with them. I know some parents are not the best, but still, like, when they are not around, it's not the same. You know what I mean? Anyways, I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. I didn't want to get too touchy, too emotional. You know what I mean? So today, I'm just gonna change the topic. Today, oh, Khalil asked me about my school. My both parents are like, yeah, Tonya, you know what I mean? Like, when you don't have your parents, it's kind of hard to, I mean, even though you're adults and we're adults and we, you know, we have to be responsible for our own self, it's still hard to lose your parents, because like those are the people who were growing you from you were younger. Even though most of my older siblings, they were a part of that too, because you know, back in Jamaica, mom gone to work, dad gone to work, it's our older siblings were taking care of us, right? Cooking for us, giving us food and stuff like that. Obviously our parents would provide that, and then they can cook for us, right? So yeah, it's hard. I wish I had my parents alive. Like, it would just be so much fun to treat them like, no, when I'm an adult and I can provide, I would be so lovely towards them, you know, treat them good. Especially, you see, my dad is a very hard working person. Maybe that's why I'm like this now, because my dad, man, that man can work. That man can work. And I feel like that's where I got my work ethics from. I look like my mom, exactly like my mom, but I feel like I got my work ethics from my dad. Very hardworking. Only imagine how you feel. Like, I lost my grandmother and my grandfather. My grandparents, okay, so I don't really know most of my family, because I'm always the person who's like reserved back in the back. Nobody really knows me. They know of me, but they don't know me in person. And I'm a very like an introvert. So if you're talking, or if we have like a family reunion or something, I'll be just in a corner somewhere in the back, just sitting, like having my own space and having my own time, because I like to be alone sometimes, right? So most of my family members don't know me. They know of me, but they don't know me. They have never met me before. They never talked to me before, but they just know that, oh yeah, that's my mom. They would call my mom's name and say, oh, that's her daughter, da 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 da. You know what I mean? But they don't really know me. So when it comes to like grandparents, school face, I don't really know my grandparents like that. I only know my mother's mother, my grandmother, from my mother's side. I know her. We used to go to her house when we were younger. She used to cook. You know, grandmother food always tastes good, right? And my grandma is still alive. So I know my mother's mom, but I don't really know my father's mom like that. I know of her, but I've never really talked to her. My father's dad, don't really know him. If I see him on the road, I don't know who he is. My mother's dad, I don't know who he is. I never met him before. Maybe my older siblings, they would more be familiar with them, but for me, I don't know them. And especially that my parents passed away, my parents were like the bridge to that family. How about uncle and aunts? I'm getting to that fast. So you see, my parents were like the bridge to her siblings. So I know my auntie, I have aunties, I have uncles, but we're not we're not that close. We know of each other, but we don't talk every day. If I go to Jamaica, then I see them, then yes, we talk, but we are not like close, like we call every day and stuff like that. Since my mom passed away, I don't really have close relationships with my uncles and my aunties. I think I just have one auntie that I was very close with, but I haven't spoken to her in a long time. I have aunties from my father's side. I don't really know them much. I don't really know much of my family, to be honest. Especially that because my parents passed away when I was a little bit young. Hi G Dizzle, big up yourself. So my parents passed away when I was younger, so I didn't really know who I'm supposed to know. Like I know of them, but it's like we don't have a relationship. Like it's not like anything bad happened between us, we just don't know each other, you know what I mean? Like we're family, but we just don't know each other like that. But if I see them, if I see my uncles and my aunt, I know them, but I just don't talk to them every day. Cousins, I have a few cousins. We chat every now and then. I'm good with my cousins too, but I don't have a large family. Don't have a big family at all. Nah. So those are some of the things that I'm like, I wish my mom and my dad was alive, because if my mom and dad was alive, then I would be more closer to my uncle, my aunt, my cousins and stuff like that. But because they're not alive, it's like, okay, that bridge was just broken, and it's like, okay, if I see you, I see you. If I don't see you, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's it about that. Grandmother, same thing. How about your uncle and aunts? Yeah, far as I said that. Yeah, so guys, just appreciate your loved ones, because you might never know when they're gonna go away. And I recently lost one of my brothers last year, my youngest brother. Yeah, it was a very sad time, very sad situation, and you don't want to hear that any of your siblings, anything like that happened to them, you know what I mean? So yeah, lost my younger brother last year, and it was a crazy time. But I don't want the life to be about like too much of a sad story, right? But I just had to touch on that because I was reflecting on that today. Oh, Kali, sorry, my condolences. Sorry to hear that. Oh, thank you, Cool Face. Khalil, how many siblings do you have? Yeah, I don't want the life to be sad and touchy, but I just had to touch on that because I was reflecting today. Only two of you left, or two together and you lost your only brother? So yeah, let me see if Khalid is gonna answer. But anyway, while he's taking this time to answer, it was three of us and two left. Oh, my condolences, man. That's how life is sometimes. So yeah, man, I don't want this life to be touchy. I was reflecting today, and I see a lot of my friends, even they hate their parents, and I'm like, damn, they're so ungrateful. I wish I had my parents, you know. But yeah, anyway, guys, today I went to the mall, right? I don't remember what the name of the mall is. It's like an outlet mall. It's far away from my house, you know, far away. I drove like almost 40 minutes to reach to the mall. Can you believe that the mall closed by the time I get there? Close. By the time I go into a store, because I'm trying to prepare for my birthday. Yes, my birthday is 95 days away. 95 days away. If you're a new subscriber, you might not know you might not know me like that, but you might not know me like that, but I'm big on birthdays, especially that this year I'm turning the big 30. Yes, I am big on birthdays, and it's a very exciting time for me. It's always the happiest day for me out of the entire year. I know some people don't really celebrate birthdays, but I am big on birthday. When it's my birthday, yo, I want to go all out. I want to enjoy. If I don't enjoy for the rest of the year, when my birthday come, I have to enjoy. And that's just me. Everybody's different. If you feel like that's not you, then that's not you, boo. You know, do you, boo. But for me, I'm gonna enjoy the most of my birthday. So as the year start, I start counting down for my birthday. So I went to the mall today to see if I can shop around and see if I can grab a nice cute dress to do a birthday photo shoot. But as I said, I got to the mall around 6:20 and the mall closed at 7. So I just went in, I think 2 or 3 stores, and by the time we were in another store, they're like, oh, I'm sorry, but we're closed, blah blah blah. I'm like, why is the mall closed at 7 o'clock on a Sunday? Like, come on, you couldn't bring it to 9 at least. And at 7 o'clock outside was still bright. So why like, and you know, there's nothing in Canada to do. The only thing that you have to do on a Sunday is go to the mall, especially now that it's kind of chilly. You go to the mall, and that's it. Or you go to a restaurant, you maybe go to Dimitri's. Who knows Dimitri's? Like an ice cream shop where it's like a fine dining ice cream shop. So you sit down and you eat your ice cream with knife and fork, and you know, it's nice. But if it's not the mall, what are we gonna do? Like, there's nothing else to do in the winter time. Well, it's spring now, I think. So nothing to do right now because the time is still warm. So I went to the mall to do that. But anyway, that's why I'm still dressed up. I wore this mustard tights and this white to the mall. So I just not too long came back and I'm like, you know what, let me go live, because I don't want to promise you guys that I'm gonna come live and I didn't go live. Yeah, so that's kind of lame. If it was Jamaica, there would be a lot of things to do in Jamaica, because the weather is nice and tropical. You know, you're out, I'm outside. Let me drink some juice. It's juice, guys, mango juice. Let me see what else we can talk about. Let me see what else what can I talk about? Anybody want to ask me a question? If you want to ask a question, you can. Oh, Khalil was asking about school. Khalil, school is going very good, right? We're ending the semester now, so I have final exam. I have my final exam coming up in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I have a portfolio to do. A portfolio is a thing where the chefs want you to accumulate all the recipes that you did, write what you learn about it, and everything like that. And I started that. I'm doing it. I might just have to take a day dedicated to that and just try to finish it all. I have to do 3 portfolios, 3 different portfolios. I don't even want to talk about school because, like, right now it's a lot. Especially when the semester is ending, there's so much things to do. There's so much things to do, and I feel like the time is just seeping through my fingers, because if I'm not, oh, next semester I'm in the 4th. Oh, that's good, Khalil. You're almost done. Do you guys have to do portfolio in for culinary, or it's just baking? Do you have to do a portfolio also? So yeah, there's a lot of things, and I have exams coming up. I have my practical exam coming up in 3 weeks, and yeah, semester is just ending, so there's a lot of things to do. So that's what's happening at school. But even though there's a lot of things to do and it can get overwhelming at times, man, I love it, because baking is something that I really wanted to do from a long time ago. So did culinary 23, and I'm now second semester in oh, you're doing hospitality. Oh, why did I think you were doing culinary? Oh, that's good. Do you still have to do a portfolio in hospitality class? Oh, guys, Khalil. Oh, let me tell you about Khalil. Khalil is one of my loyal subscribers, and we go to Humber College together, right? So that's why we're talking about school stuff, because Khalil know how it is going to school and all of that at Humber. So that's why I'm asking Khalil so many questions. So Khalil is one of my very good subscribers. Is always here. Big up yourself, Khalil. You don't know. I even have him in one of my videos, one of those school videos that I saw him on campus and we were just chatting for a little minute. So yeah, Khalil. But yeah, man, school is going very good. Something that I wanted to do. You guys already know that I said I was gonna go back to Humber to do baking, and that's what I'm doing. You know, fulfilling my my culinary dream, my baking dreams. No, but for it, program to make a restaurant. Oh, so it's a different. It's a little bit different for you. Okay, Khalil, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You know, gotta do what you gotta do because you need those grades. We need those grades to pass. Yeah. Anyway, guys, let me see if I can find a different topic. And if you have a question that you want to ask me, this is the time to get to know me. I know there's a lot of new people on here that don't really know me like that. But yeah, just send me questions. Send me some questions. In the meantime, let me see if I can find, because I wrote down some notes because I didn't want to stay on one topic for too long. So I'm just trying to find back my notes. So we can talk about some more interesting stuff. And as I said, if you're just joining me, ask me a question, guys. Let's make this fun and interactive. Bear with me. I'm not really used to this live thing. Okay, I'm not used to this live thing. This is my second time going live, and I am trying to get used to it. Khalil, just text me on Instagram, okay? Text me on Instagram, but ask me more question like that would be related to everybody who's on the live, like a general question. Just text me on Instagram, Khalil, and we can chat there. Or when I see you at school, we can chat a little bit more. What was I gonna say again? I don't remember. I don't remember what. Guys, bear. Oh yeah, I remember now. I'm not used to this live thing. Okay, so bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me, please. All right. I'm not really used to going live. I'm just testing out the waters and seeing how it goes, and then we can take it from there. I want to see if we can make this a regular Sunday thing, but it's kind of late now. I don't want to go to live this late because I know, it's tomorrow's Monday. People have work in the morning and all of that. Can't be up late just watching a live, right? I want to have it fun and interactive. I want to have people there with me, discussions and stuff like that. I want to make it fun, make it worth the while. So on Sundays, I might just make it a regular thing and I just go live every Sunday at a particular time. But I don't know, I don't want to tell you guys a time yet, because even today I felt so discouraged because I went to the mall expecting to do some shopping, or not shopping like with money, like eye shopping. Yeah, I went to the mall to eye shop, and the mall closed. By the time I got there, the mall closed in 30 minutes. So Morizo, guys, bear with me if I say the name and I didn't say it properly. Bear with me, okay? Let's see. Morizo Martin, would you say cooking together and sharing time in the kitchen strengthen bonds? Because oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Morizo Martin, yes, big up yourself. Thank you for joining my live. I hope you subscribe to my channel. Would you say cooking? Yes, yes. Like for me, okay, let me answer this question. I'm straying a little bit. Let me finish what I was saying first and then I go to the question. So as I said, I want to go live. I'll let you guys know through my community post when I'm gonna go live every week, so that we can join and we can talk about stuff and make the thing spicy and make the thing nice. I don't want the thing to be lame, right? And I felt kind of discouraged today because I went to the mall and I didn't get to do what I wanted to do, so I kind of felt discouraged and I was not gonna go live, to be honest. But you know, I thought about it and I'm like, why are you going to tell the people that you're going to go live and then you didn't go live? You know what I mean? So I want to stick to my words. If I say something, I want to be able to just execute that right away, you know? Back to you, Marizo. So, would you say cooking together and sharing time in the kitchen strengthen bonds with couple? Yes, I love that. Because you see me, I don't like to wash plate. I don't like to wash plate at all. I wash plate because I have to. I have to. And because I work in the kitchen, you see, when I'm at work, right? I cook and I put the dishes in the dish pit because we have a dishwasher at work. So we put the dish in the dish pit and the guy in the dish area him wash the dishes for us. I'm already used to that. So when I'm done, like especially if I do a catering and then I have this one big load of plate to wash, I don't like to wash dishes. I'm sorry. I don't like to wash dishes. So like if stuff like that, say me and my partner would be in the kitchen cooking together, he would know now that, okay, the plate them, that's his part. We don't have to talk. I want to build that bond where we don't have to talk and I have to say, oh babe, can you wash the plate for me? Nah, I don't want that. I want him to just know that you should go wash the plate while I'm cooking and we wash as we go along, right? But cooking with your partner is so wonderful. Like that's one of the best things ever, because people feel like when you're in a relationship, it's always about adult stuff, sex, right? People feel like it's just all about adult stuff, but sometimes just simply cooking, that can straighten your bond in so many ways you don't even understand. You know what I mean? Like sometimes too, when some men might feel like, oh, women should cook, or women should do this, or women should do laundry, and women should clean, and women should this. But when you do it together as a couple, maybe what if I'm busy and I can't wash this week? Can't you just put the clothes them in the washing machine and wash them? You know what I mean? What if I'm not feeling the mood to cook today? Can't you cook too? And what if I'm not in the mood to clean today? Can't you cook? Because I'm a female, I should cook, or because I'm a female, I should do it, and you're a male, you shouldn't? You know what I mean? So when you do things together as a couple, it strengthens the bond. And then the one pressure is not always on one person to do it all the time. Because believe me, in this world where you have to be on the road, grinding, working all the time, you won't have the time to do everything yourself. So doing it with your partner, it eases the burden. It also help you guys to bond more, help you guys to spend quality time more. And it's amazing. So yeah, man, it strengthens bonds for true. I would take that. I would do that anytime. And I want a partner that does not, what would I say now? I want a partner who's not picky with food. You should be able to eat. You should have a big appetite. You should have a big appetite. Okay? This generation of it is believe a family plan should be and it's making a family plan because nah, bro. Well, these nowadays people, remember, I'm old. People are calling me ma'am. I went to the mall today. I was looking at a bag. I went to Coach and I was looking at a bag and the lady was like, oh, I was asking her, what's the price for this bag? She's like, I'll be with you shortly, ma'am. I'm like, girl, we're in the same age group. Why are you calling me ma'am? Am I old? Am I that old? So remember, I am in an older age, right? Because even my partner at school, she's 18, 19, something, somewhere around there. And she's telling me that I'm old. So imagine, so I'm older. So maybe their generation is a little bit different from the newer generation, right? Because you're saying that what does the generation of daters believe a 5-year plan should be? And is making a 5-year plan becoming a thing of the past? Maybe it's becoming a thing of the past. I believe so now in 2025 with the newer generation. They are not really, what would I say? Younger people are not really serious when it comes to relationships and stuff like that. But back in the days when I was a little bit younger, people want to have stronger bonds and stronger relationships. But maybe people in my age group, they also want to have stronger relationship and want to build something. But I believe that it's a personal thing, because some younger people might want to do that, but then some older people don't want to do that right now. And it all boils down to the person who you meet, because sometimes you might meet somebody and you fall deeply in love with that person and they don't like you like that. So you're trying to make a 5-year plan and they're just trying to have fun right now. You know what I mean? So you have to just make sure that the person that you meet, they are on the same page that you are on. You know what I mean? I think a 5-year plan should be a part of every. It should be, but remember that it should be like in a perfect, like for us, like older people, like for me. Let me talk for myself, right? For me, video games. Would you want a partner that plays video games like PS5? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, yeah, yes. Why not? We can play PS5 together. You know what I mean? But like back to what Cool Face was saying, I think a 5-year plan should be a part. It should be a part of the relationship. But remember that these days people are joining relationships for different reasons, right? People are joining relationships for different reasons. I might find a guy that I like and I want something serious with that person, but then in the guy's mind, he doesn't want anything serious with me. I am looking for marriage. I'm looking for settling down. I'm looking for moving in together. I'm looking for all those good stuff. But I'm looking for stability. I'm looking for commitment. See, Cool Face is saying it. I'm looking for that. But the guy's not looking for that. He's just ready to enjoy his life right now, right? So it's like I'm the only one in the relationship planning, and I'm the only one in the relationship holding down the fort, being loyal, being committed to this person, but this person is not committed back to me. You know what I mean? So it just all boils down to the person who you meet. Sometimes you meet people, and I always believe that people come into my life for a reason. Sometimes you might like the person so much and you really want it to work out, but don't lose yourself trying to fight for something that it's, you know, is not for you, because you're fighting for the relationship and then the other person doesn't care. So why are you fighting? You know what I mean? So even though Cool Face is saying that a 5-year plan should be a part of every relationship, it should be, but some people just don't want that. And then they always, you know, they have a saying that says like good sometimes, oh my gosh, sometimes good girls turn bad because of relationships that they have been in. So they might meet a guy, fall in love with him, wanna be a part of his life, and then no, he didn't want anything from her. He uses her, abuse her, and then leave her. So now she's like, oh, another guy's not gonna get that side of me because another guy's not gonna get that side of me because this guy hurt me. So every guy is gonna get that. So now she turned bad. She was a good girl, but now she's bad. Tarrus Riley. She was a good girl, gone bad. The good girl, gone bad. This the good girl, gone bad. Because she don't know what she have. Yeah, who know that song, know that song. So now a good girl gone bad. Like, this is a crazy, crazy world that we live in. Right now, if you have a relationship and everything is going good, you should feel happy and feel blessed to have that. Because a lot of us want things in relationship, and if the other person don't want it, too bad. Too bad for you. Too bad for you. And I can sit here and tell you a lot of stories about how my personal experience with that. And it's not nice all the time, especially in a country like Canada. Like, in being in Canada, the dating scene is way different from what I am used to in Jamaica. When you go to Jamaica, when you're in Jamaica and you're dating, right? It's like you don't, okay, like say for instance, in Jamaica, I can meet a guy. If I go on the road, if I'm living in Jamaica and I go on the road, and I dress up nice, even the outfit that I'm wearing right now, if I go on the road, believe me, a lot of guys will be trying to get my phone number. They're trying to be my boyfriend. They're trying to get into my life, because Jamaican guys, they love woman. When them already have a woman, they want a woman same way. And when I go on the road, I can get a lot of guys if I want, right? But in Canada, it's different, because you know how many females leave Canada and go to Jamaica to find a man. A lot. And I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. A lot of my friends, a lot of people who I know, they leave Canada and go to Jamaica just to find a boyfriend. Because it's like you can't find nobody. You know what I mean? So the difference now between in Jamaica, as I was giving the example, if I go on the road, I can get somebody if I want, anytime. If you go on the road in Canada, it's kind of different because you won't see guys calling to you on the road. You won't see people pulling up at your foot in their cars like, hi. You won't see people beeping their car and, baby girl, I look sexy though, baby. You don't see those things in Canada. Even Jamaican men who live in Canada, they don't do that in Canada. They don't. Some of them might still do it, but you don't really see that often in Canada. So you might be walking on the road and somebody might see you and they find you attractive, but they will never say anything because in Canada it's kind of different because people are like, oh, you're harassing me. You're harassing me. If you try to call to a girl or say like, oh, you look so beautiful today, they take it offensive. They don't take it as a compliment. You know what I mean? They just feel like, oh, you're harassing me. Don't say that. Don't say that to me. You know what I mean? Especially if they're not interested. But in Jamaica, if a guy called to a girl and she don't like him back, maybe she still would say hi, or maybe she just ignore them. But in Canada, it's different. You can get in trouble to just call to somebody on the road because they say you're harassing them. You know what I mean? So the dating scene is gonna be a little bit different, Canada versus Jamaica. And in Canada, it's more like online dating type of thing. So 2025 online dating, that's the thing. If you want to find a partner, online dating. Everybody's on online dating. You don't really meet people in person. Or maybe if you're working with somebody and then you have a coworker, you fall in love and you know it worked that way. But most percentage would be online. People go online. That's the culture in Canada. You go online, you find somebody. Or if you have a friend, they might set you up on the friend. They might set you up on that person and say, oh, you know, I have a friend, you might like that person, da 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 da. So I just want to explain that because the dating scene is totally different in both countries. And in 2025, I don't want to lose the point that I'm saying. In 2025, the dating scene is very different. So you're not going to see back in our parents' days when it was just, oh, you have to go get married and start a family. You don't really find that in today's day and age, especially a lot of people my age and even older than me, they don't even have kids. So like that family structure of mother, father, kids, it's like it's dying down, you know? How important is God in making life decisions? Oh, God is very important. Like God first all the time. Like for me, when I'm making a big decision, I always like try to do a fasting. I go on fasting, I pray about it, and I make God lead me because God is very important in your life. Me, I know a lot of people are not religious and they don't believe in this and they don't believe in that. At the end of the day, God gave us the option. If you want to believe, you believe. If you don't want to believe, you don't believe, right? God give you the option. God's not forcing you to say, oh, you have to believe. You don't want to believe, you don't want to believe. That's it. So, but for me, I have to put God in everything that I do. I'm driving out my car out the driveway. I'm putting God first. Say, God, take this vehicle, put it in your hand, and guide and protect me. Every decision that I am making, I put God first, all the time, 24/7. Especially if I'm gonna make a big life decision, I have to talk to God about that. Sharon Smith, what are you talking about? If you just join, you might not know what we're talking about. Can you explain what you mean by what are you saying? Right now, I'm just taking questions. You can ask me questions and I answer. Anyway, I don't know what you're saying, Sharon Smith. What? Martin, You're dropping them hot, man. All right. What would be your ultimate advice that you use in your own life? Okay, one good advice, one good lesson that I work with every day of my life, and that's one thing that's really helping me go through every day. One thing that I go with every day is, you see, if you're not that important to me, I don't really follow up anything that you're doing. Like, say for example, you know how you'd be driving, for the drivers, you can relate to this. You'll be driving on the road, somebody cut you off, you start cussing, yo, that man ya cut me off, da 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 da. You got mad, you get mad, you start road rage. Why? You don't know the person. Right now, if the person switch lane and gone to a next lane, you don't even remember what car cut you off again. And then you're all mad, raising up your blood pressure. For what? For somebody that you don't know? Somebody that you won't even see? Somebody that you won't even see? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And I started doing that maybe a year now, because I used to think about what people have to say and get all up in my feelings because of what people have to say. But by the time I start living by this policy, believe me, it changed my life so much, because I get less stressed over things that don't really, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care. I don't care. If I have classmates in my class telling me some long story about horse, dead and cow, fat and all sort of whatever foolishness them I say, yeah, I laugh and I just walk away. Because it doesn't mean anything to me. But you see, the people who I care about in my life, I will debate with them. I will cuss with them. I will explain my point this way and that way and explain it 50 more million times for them to understand where I'm coming from, because I care about them. But if I don't really, if you're not really anybody to me, I don't have time. I don't have time for all that. And I believe that a lot of people should practice that. So if you don't, if I don't really, if you don't really matter, I'm just meeting you for the first time, I will never see you ever again in my entire life. Why am I gonna argue with you? Why? I'm not gonna argue. It's not worth it. And I think that people should follow that principle, because, okay, so if you say it's 6, it's 6. If you say it's 9, yeah, man, brother, a 9. That's the policy I go with. So I'm not gonna stay and argue with people for no reason. And I think that's my ultimate advice to people. Just don't take it too seriously, like, especially if it's something that's not gonna affect you in any way. Just let it slide. One of my friends was telling me about one of his classmates or something like that the other day. They were playing football, right? Playing football. Gone are the days when we can play football, cuss and fight on the ball field, and everything dies right there on the ball field. So he tell me that one of his friends was playing footballs, trouble, was playing football, and then they got into a fight on the ball field. By the time the guy reached home, the person that he got into a fight with, I don't know if that person was the one, but them kill him. The guy dead. So just a simple innocent football game caused somebody to lose their life. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't follow up with things that are not needed to be follow up on. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't stress. I can't. Me already. I have so much stress in this head already to be adding on extra stress for no reason. So if you're not that important, brother, just keep it pushing, brother. Keep it pushing. Yeah. But I love the questions. I love the questions. If you have any more questions, let's go, guys. I'm almost gonna end the live very soon. So ask away. I like this. Shannon Smith, what's going on? Oh, sorry, not Shannon, Sharon. How are you today, Sharon? I'm just waiting to see if I get any more questions, guys. We have to make it interactive. I can't just be here chatting alone. You guys have to talk with me too. I need to record a video about I need to record a video about another patwa video because people are asking for that. Cool face. What is your advice to people who are just starting out in Canada? Hey! People who are just starting out in Canada. All right. So let me answer this one because this one from Cool Face is very interesting and it's very dear to me. Because as an immigrant in this beautiful country of Canada, it's very dear to me. So what's your advice to people who are just starting out in Canada? So for the people who are just starting out in Canada, it depends on what your status is in Canada. It depends on if you're a student. It depends on if you are because some people come as permanent residents already. It depends on if you're an immigrant and you just not no papers and you don't have nothing. It depends on how you came. So it depends on that where my advice would be. But let me see if I can give a general, since you never really say what the person or what status the person have or whatever. No, my advice would be, if you're just starting out in Canada, make sure that you abide by the law. That's the first thing. Abide by the law, because once you mess up, there is no turning back. You know what I mean? That's first thing. Abide by the people them law. Whatever them say, you gotta do what they say. You know what I mean? Another thing would be, if you're just starting out, you go get your driver's license. That's the first thing. Please just go get your driver's license. Even if you're not planning to get a car, it's still good to have. Go get your driver's license. Make sure that you open a bank account, because you're going to need a bank account. You're going to need to get your credit sorted out if you want to advance and buy a house and do big things in Canada. You know, another advice could be, don't mess up your credit. I see a lot of people, when you go in Walmart and like Canadian Tire and Costco and some big chain supermarket and stores, they always want to offer you like credit card or store card, or they might say, oh, you want to get some discount because they got me, you know. Walmart, one time they got me because I just moved. That was maybe like 4 years ago, and they said, oh, you want to save 20% on your bill? I'm like, of course. Of course I want to save 20% on my bill. So the lady was like, all you have to do is just sign up for a Walmart card, which was a Walmart credit card, right? I didn't really know what was going on. I was just like, yeah, man, I'll take it 20. I just wanted 20% off, right? Of the groceries that I was buying. And I signed up everything. She asked me for stuff. She even run a credit check and everything on me. Boom, I got approved for the card. So then she was like, I have to use the card that I just got approved for to make the purchase. Because I was just planning to take the card and not use it, right? But then she told me I have to use the same card to make the purchase in order to get the 20%. I'm like, why didn't you tell me that before I went through all this process to sign up for this card when I don't need it anymore? I don't need it. You know what I mean? So then I told her just cancel it. About 3 weeks later, I got a mail with the card in the mail, and I just called Walmart and I told them to cancel it. So I just canceled the card. So don't let them trap you into getting those store credit cards, because believe me that the interest rate is super high on those cards. So that's one thing. Do not get caught up in the credit card thing, and and don't spend money that you can't afford. Don't put your hat all the way above your head that you can't reach it. So when you just come to this country, you better protect your credit. Don't give out people your social insurance number if you don't have to. When you go to work, if you're working with the person, yes, you can give them. But because there's a lot of scamming everywhere, so you have to be careful. You have to be careful. So just starting out in Canada, there's a lot of things. Like, I can't just talk about everything now, but there's a lot of things that you have to do when you're just starting out, especially the credit. Make sure you keep and maintain a good credit score, and don't get caught up in the credit card. Because I had a friend who they got a Canadian Tire credit card from they just go to Canadian Tire and sign up, and they give them a credit card. Interest rate would have slapped the person, because the person didn't really understand how the credit card work, right? So they went ahead and did a cash advance. Never you take money out of your credit card. Never you do that, because the interest rate on that is super high. So the person was just paying every month $50, $100. And when you look the your backside, the money was not going down. Like, his debt was just continuing. Even though he's paying every time, the debt never went down, because the interest, he's just paying for interest. So until you understand about credit cards, don't bother get yourself tangled up in all of that. So that's my advice. What else can I advise on people who just came to Canada? Or if you're staying with a family member, make sure that you abide by their rules and don't act like, oh, I'm just staying here. And if they're treating you good, treat them good. Do what you have to do. Help them clean the house. Help them do chores around the house. Be respectful to the people them time. And don't you ever be so eager to move out on your own, especially if you're staying with a family member and you don't have to pay a lot of bills. Don't be eager to move out unless you have a good job and means and ways how to pay your bills, because the moment you move out of that place, it's sufferation. Because it's not like in Jamaica where people are giving you things, and you might see a mango tree or an orange tree, and you teeth a mango or you teeth a orange, and you're going about your business, and nah, it's not like that in Canada. Nobody's giving you anything. So it's either you're gonna be homeless, or you're just gonna forever be living from one family member to another family member. So yeah, if I have to talk about people who just came to Canada and advice, I can sit here and talk all night. Let me see if there's any more question. Have you ever created your own cuisine? Not really, not really. But in the future, I want to get more into baking, so I might advance on that in the future. Church you go to? I can't say what church I go to. I'm sorry. Do you see yourself having your own restaurant change? Want unique dishes or new flavors? Yeah, man. I might not have a restaurant. I don't think I will ever open a restaurant. Maybe I would, but for now, that's not in my mindset. I would go more for the pastry business, because I want to be a baker. I want to get into that. So I might do like a bake shop or a pastry shop. Like how you would have like Starbucks, something like that, but not because Starbucks is mainly for the drinks, but mine is gonna be mainly for the pastry. So I would do like pastries and catering, so like wedding cakes, birthday cakes, whatever event you might have, I can provide the pastry, like cupcakes, whatever Danish pastry you want, pies, whatever the case may be. But I think I'll go mostly into pastries though, instead of cooking. I am a cook, certified chef, but it's good to know both sides of the industry. It's good to know culinary, and it's good to know baking also. So, but I feel like I'm gonna more gravitate to the baking side, and I'll still do some catering on the side, but I won't open a restaurant. Maybe in the future my mind might change, but for now, yeah, I'm not really I don't think I'll be into the restaurant thing. I feel like that's too much work. So I might just do the baking, the pastry shop. I think that should be more simple for me. um any unique dish or new flavors? In pastry, yes, I'm pretty sure that I can come up with those unique dishes, but let me advance some more on my baking and pastry studies, because I just started studying baking and pastry just January, so I still have a lot of time left in this program. So maybe by the end of the program I can learn more about the pastries and stuff like that, but I'm still learning. So yeah, yeah, no more questions. So I feel like I'm gonna end the live. I'm gonna end the live. I wanted to stay an hour and it's over an hour, so I'm gonna end the live. But it was good having you guys joining me today. I feel like I was just talking, but I'm so glad that Cool Face, Martin, Khalil, who else was here? Faz was here, Sharon, who else was here? G Dizzle popped in, Antonia, Thonia, I think that's how it's pronounced. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining in today, and I really appreciate the conversation. And I want to do this, I want to make this a regular thing, so just expect me every Sunday to go live. As I said, I don't know what time as yet, but I'll give you guys that information, or you just see or just turn on your post notification bell, so that when I go live you get the notification that I am live, so then we don't have to like think about what time, because I don't want to tell you a time and then I can't reach for that time, because sometimes I'm very busy, guys. I'm a very busy girl, very busy body. So yeah, so yeah, that's it. It was a fun time. Me and Teddy here. Me and Teddy. I mean name Ted, the girl them. No, me name Fred, the girl them Ted. So me and Teddy the year ago and chill, you see me? And I'll check you guys. Maybe I'll drop a part of video, you know. But I'm gonna think about it and see how I can squeeze that in my schedule. But yeah, that's it for this is so informal. Yes, School Face. Glad to have you guys. Appreciate it, man. Me not lie. Like people like you guys really help me to push forward with this YouTube thing, because man, YouTube is hard, you know. YouTube is very hard. But I'll save that for another live, because if I start talking about that, it's gonna be another 20 minutes talk. YouTube is very hard, and it can be very discouraging sometimes when you work so hard on a video and then when you post it, it's like just 20 people come on, and then one next 15 people like it and stuff like that. It's very discouraging, because sometimes we work so hard and we put in so much effort. Because remember guys, first I have to think about the video idea, right? Second, I have to write down the plan. Like when I go live now, I didn't really prepare per se. I just wrote down jot down some little notes. So it wasn't really like when you're doing a video. You have to think about the idea, carefully plan it out. Then after that, you have to record the video. Then after that, when you record the video, you have to edit the video. Then after that, when you edit the video, you have to upload it to YouTube. Then you have to find a title for it. You have to find a description for it. You have to find the end screen. You have to go through all of that to upload it. And then boom, when you upload it, only 5 people watch the video. Or only 5 people like the video. Or only 1 person comment. It's very discouraging. You do all that work and you don't see nobody come. It's discouraging, man. Very discouraging. So I just want to stick out for me and help me so I can... Oh, sorry. I'm going deep into the patois. I'm sorry. I'm Jamaican. Where else you expect? Me I go talk patois. Anyway, so it's very discouraging, man. Do not give up. Keep posting until you achieve. Consistency is key. I watch person who had less views and now there are a lot of subs I subscribe to. One more added. My son say he get this. He get this. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Martin, for that. I appreciate it. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna give up, and I really want to get monetized. At one point, I just needed 100 hours, one more 100 watch hours to reach to my goal, and then it dropped right down. So I'm just trying to build up the watch hours so I can get monetized. I know that consistency is key because I learned that when I started YouTube 4 years ago. I was not really consistent. When I just started, I was, but after 2 years, I kind of got, after 1 year, I didn't post for one entire year. So that kind of messed me up too. But now I'm taking it on full speed ahead. That's why I decided to start doing the lives, because at least now I can interact with people and I can get, you know, subscribers can really get to know me more. You know what I mean? Instead of me just posting a random videos. And especially that my channel is not just directed to one topic. I have various topics. It's about my personal journey through Canada as an immigrant. So that can come with so many different other topics, right? So I want to just build that relationship with my subscribers, and we can just do the do. I want to know, say, every time when you come over here, it's just niceness, fun time, we reason, we talk about different type of things. That's what I want to be. I want to be true to you guys. I want you guys to know that I am real, and you're gonna get it as it is. I'm not gonna come over here with no fakeness. You see me? Anyways, come me talk, you know, me a bossy is, you know, me talk. One thing me a bossy is, so me no want boss on the ears tonight. Alright? Me already a boss on the ears for over an hour now. So yeah. We are gonna link up back Sunday, but I want to see if I can post a video in between. I don't want to just leave you guys hanging. And yeah, man, Martin, thank you so much for that words of encouragement, because those are the things that are pushing me to do this YouTube thing. And when I have loyal people who are pushing out and showing me that, yo, Nayoka, you can do it. Yeah, Nayoka, we got you. Yeah, I'll subscribe. Yes, I'll like your video. Yes, I'll leave a comment so that the algorithm can push it to people, other people who are interested in that topic that I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Yeah, guys, I'm real. See, I even come on here with a pimple. A lot of people that cover it up with makeup, but I come live and direct just as how I am. You see me? Anyway, guys, enough for me blabbing. I'm gonna end the live now, and I will see you guys next Sunday. Next Sunday, I'm gonna go live again. All right, bless up yourself. If it's morning where you are, good morning. If it's night, good night. If it's afternoon, good afternoon. Bless up yourself, big up on yourself. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you in the next live. Bye.